And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. And so today I wanted to talk about something I've seen floating around the internet and people that aren't knee deep into politics talking about. I wanted to talk about Elizabeth Warren and AndrewYang and some of the things they're going for. Taxes, to be specific. And look, we're knee deep into politics. If you're watching this channel, you're either Yang Gang or Bernie Bro or knee deep into politics. And you know the difference between all these different policies these candidates are putting forward. But not surprisingly, not everybody knows the differences between a VAT tax and a wealth tax. So I thought I'd clarify and kind of sum it up as to what the differences between these two are and let you make the decision as to which one you could appreciate more. I know which one I go for. Now, just to clarify, neither of these taxes are bad, okay? I think they both have benefits to them. Really what it comes down to is which one you prefer more. So we're going to start it off with Elizabeth Warren. So Elizabeth Warren is proposing a wealth tax. So what she wants to do is she wants to put a 2% tax on households with wealth over $50 million. And she also wants to put 3% on those with over $1 billion. Okay? It's simple, nothing crazy. And what she wants to do is use the money for healthcare, free tuition, childcare, public colleges, etc. So that's Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax. And I'm just going to throw it out there. She is not the originator of this whole wealth tax thing. That's Bernie Sanders, and his actually goes even farther than hers. But I'm not going to really include him in this one because the media has sort of been talking about Warren's wealth tax as of late. And I know people who aren't into politics that's gotten it confused with Yang's VAT tax. So that's Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax. Pretty simple, right? Andrew Yang wants to do a VAT tax. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's a value-added tax, and he wants to do it on American products. Now, this is not a new concept. Europe does it. And if you've ever traveled abroad and been to Europe, you can see at the bottom of their receipt, they'll say VAT on it. They'll have a VAT tax on there. So this is not a new concept. He didn't pull this out of his ass. You know what I mean? This is something that can be implemented and can be done. All right? So what Yang wants to do is the money from the VAT tax will be used for UBI. If you don't know what UBI is, it stands for Universal Basic Income. And to make a short story even longer, pretty much that means he wants to give every American $1,000 a month. And he wants to do this because jobs are being lost due to technology. There's a lot of changes, and we're losing jobs. And he wants to give, Americans $1,000 a month. So I've summed up what both those are in as simple terms as possible. If you're watching this and you're in Yang Gang, or if you're watching this and you're for Warren and you want to put in the comment section, extra info on either of the two, please do, because I've learned a lot from you guys watching this, just from the comment section, and you've given me links to go check out and read up on. So please, if you have more info, leave that in the comment section. You can help educate so many people. So I've simplified it for you. Now, which one do I prefer? Again, they're both not bad, but I prefer the Universal Basic Income. I feel it gives you so much more opportunity. Okay? And there's some issues with Warren's wealth tax. Okay? So some of the issues I've seen proposed is wealthy people, which they've been doing for a long time now. This is nothing new. Wealthy people would simply move the money around. They've been doing this. They are doing this, and they would continue to do this. And look, it can be as simple as getting divorced to split up the money. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science. So that's one of the issues with Warren's wealth tax. I did have a question for you guys. Boom. I'm painting this picture. Andrew Yang, Yang Gang, makes it to POTUS. How easy do you feel it's going to be for Yang to get it through Congress? And again, I am for UBI. That's what I'm for. But I feel like it's going to be nail biting and hair pulling to get it through Congress. If you guys think he can get it through Congress, or if you have ideas of how he can push that through Congress, please leave that in the comment section below. I mean, Warren would have to get hers through Congress as well, so it's not something that's specific to Andrew Yang having to get it passed through Congress. But yeah, I prefer the UBI. It sets people up to be much better off, and it just shows that the media isn't doing their job, because I shouldn't be hearing a conversation between two people. They were two girls. They were having a conversation, and they were talking about the wealth tax, but they were using Andrew Yang's name. And I'm like, no, Andrew Yang isn't proposing the wealth tax. He's proposing a value-added tax. So that just shows that the mainstream media really isn't covering it the way they should. That everyday onlookers and everyday people who aren't knee deep into politics are getting it confused. So I just felt the need to make this video if somebody stumbles across it, so they know the difference. Elizabeth Warren, she's doing a wealth tax. Andrew Yang is doing a VAT tax, value-added tax. And you make your own decision as to what you feel would be more beneficial for yourself. For me, I like the idea of UBI. Okay? And I know that $1,000 a month would be life-changing even for someone like me, right? I believe Russell was in another video, and he and I know who that is now because of you guys. Actually, before I even continue, if you guys are watching this and you are a viewer of Russell's grassroots Yang Gang YouTube page, do me a favor and try to get in contact with him for me. I kind of want to set something up, almost interview-like, and talk to Russell, because I didn't know who that was, and you guys, a lot of you guys pointed that out in the comment section, which I appreciate, and I am now subscribed to him because us YouTubers got to show each other love, right? So if anybody can, help me get in touch with them, that'd be great. But moving on, Russell had said, things like a haircut and getting the oil change and things like that would be possible through UBI. And hearing that, I felt like I was hearing an echo of myself. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what side of the aisle he was on before, politics didn't, come into play. I just felt like I was seeing another human. And now, while I have your guys' attention, in another video, I'll put it in the card above. Click that card to watch that video. Yang flips Republicans. Look, I said that we really didn't need Republicans to win this thing. Andrew Yang doesn't need Republicans, and I still feel like he doesn't need Republicans. However, do I want Republicans to flip? Yeah, absolutely. My idea always was get the people off the couch that don't vote to come out and vote. But I've heard you guys give an outcry, and you're right. having Republicans on this side of the aisle as well would be nothing but beneficial. So I welcome all. I welcome everybody. It's us, right? It's not you. It's not me. It's us. So I welcome any and everybody, including Republicans. But my idea was always get the Americans that aren't voting off their ass to come out and vote, to excite them. And there's two people that do that, Bernie Sanders and Andrew Yang. And they do it well. But yes, everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome. Got a little off subject there, but I think I've showed you guys the difference between Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax, Andrew Yang's VAT tax. There is a significant difference between the two. And what I'm going for is UBI. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I also have a PayPal for donations now. If you want to donate, it's in the description box below to read my lips. To help this channel move forward, the next thing I'm getting is a webcam so I can do live streams for you guys. That's next on the list. So any little bit will help. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.